Radhe Radhe. In the last 4 or 5 years, I've had the immense blessing of having several darshans of Shri Guruji, and a lot of that was actually because I had many work trips to India. So, my work trips are always like, usually a week or less, right? So I'm leaving here, Atlanta, on a Saturday, and then, or even a Friday, and then I'm in India. I'm in Chennai on, Sunday morning, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I usually have meetings elsewhere, right? So I'm usually traveling within India, Bangalore or Pune or Delhi or somewhere else, right? And then I have Friday, and then Friday evening, I take a flight back. So I'm here back on Saturday. So this has been my routine, and every 3 months, I think every 3 months I've been traveling to India in the last 3-4 years. Every single time I've had the opportunity to have a darshan with Shri Guruji. Not a single time despite the fact that, it's been, I would usually be in Chennai on just 1 day or 2 days. It has somehow orchestrated itself that, I've had the immense blessing of meeting Shri Guruji, and every one of those experiences have been very, very different, very unique. Sometimes, Shri Guruji, he asks me to sing and sing Madhura Geetam. Sometimes he tells me things. Sometimes he asks me questions. So, all these interactions are very sweet, and, every time I feel like, I had a lesson to learn from that. Whenever I go to see Guruji, it would always feel like, நம்ம ஒண்ணுமே ஒரு ரொம்பலாம் நாமா சொல்றது இல்ல, நம்ம அவ்வளவுதான் பக்தியா இருக்குமான்னு கூட தெரியல, இவ்வளவு பெரிய ஒரு மகான் வந்து நமக்கு இந்த கிருபையை பண்றாரே அப்படின்னு I always used to feel that guilt within me. Maybe I should be, I don't deserve this, but somehow he is offering this to me, right? So even the time when I even the commute, right? I mean, from wherever I'm in Chennai to the time I reach the ashram, and I'd be like, at least in the 1 hour later, let me cleanse myself. So I keep chanting Nama, and at least Guruji in a pakarche, I don't know what the right word is, ரொம்ப இவ்வளோ ஒரு ஈனனா இருக்கிற வந்து இவனை வந்து கொஞ்சமாவது வந்து நம்ம பார்க்கலாங்கிற தோன்ற அளவுக்கு வந்து இருக்கணுங்கிறதுக்காக I used to always think that maybe I should keep chanting Nama before I see Guruji, so that would at least make me feel good, right? Make me worthy of being in front of him. So this April, 5-6 months back, I had the opportunity to have the darshan of Guruji. Actually, the way I think about darshan is, it's not, every time I want to have a darshan of Guruji, I would never think that it's me wanting to see Guruji. I don't see that as darshan. It is Guruji seeing me. So that's always what I've thought was the true purpose of darshan, because if he doesn't see me, if he doesn't consume me, if he doesn't absorb me, then the whole point of darshan, I mean, Guruji is verily here, right? I mean, but the point of darshan is அவர் வந்து நம்மள பார்க்கணும் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஒரு I had always that thought. So this April again, I had the immense blessing of being in the presence of Guruji. I had a lot of extremely stressful things at work. I won't go into the details of that, but very, very stressful months leading up to that trip, which was again a work trip that I made in April. Always when I go to see Guruji, I would want to நிறைய யோசிப்பேன், I would want to tell him this, I would want to tell him that, maybe I should talk about this and that. But the moment I'm in front of him, it all completely shuts, right? So I would not be able to speak a single word. அப்படியே கண்ணில் ஜலம் வரும், இது அவர் முன்னாடி அப்படியே அவர் இன்ஃபேக்ட் வந்து I wouldn't even be able to see his face. I mean, I would probably be looking at his feet all the time. So that's always been my experience. So this time again in April when I went there, I was in front of him, and அவரோட சௌலபியம், நான் வந்து அந்த ஆசிரம்குள்ளே வரைச்சேவே அந்த ஹாலை என்டர் பண்ணுறச்சேவே அவர் என்னை அங்கேருந்து பார்த்துட்டாருன்னா உடனே கூப்பிட்டு வராங்க, ஸ்ரீராம் பாய்ங்க அப்படின்பார். ஸோ அது மாதிரி அவ்வளோ ஒரு சௌலபியம். ஸோ இந்த தடவை இப்போ போயிருக்கச்சே he saw me and he was like, நீ ரொம்ப ஏதோ கவலையாக இருக்கியே அப்படின்னு கேட்டார். I didn't say anything. So I just, as usual, I went sat in front of him, right, I would always, want him to say something to me before I, because I always felt somehow again like, I have a lot of these desires and, things, problems in life, that I would want to, get solutions for, but I don't want to, I also don't want to burden him with, all of that. So I would just go from, so this time I just went and sat in front of him. So, கவலையா இருக்கே நீ அப்படின்னு, ஆமாம் குருஜி அப்படின்னு, என்ன கவலை? ஸோ ஐ டோல்ட் ஹிம் இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ஒர்க்கில் வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக போயிட்டு இருக்கு குருஜி, ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வாட் இஸ் கோன் ஹேப்பன் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் பாயிண்ட் ஆன் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ என்கிட்ட அவர் வந்து ரெண்டு தான் சொன்னார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹி செட் கவலைப்படாத அப்படின்னு அவரோட இந்த கேரக்டரிஸ்டிக் குருஜி வேலை அவர் சொல்லிட்டு ஹி செட், இங்கே பாரு, வேலை வரும் போகும், பணம் வரும் போகும், but you are taken care of. So he just said that, and then that was like, that was the moment when all the burden almost like, lifted off my shoulders. And even now, when I think about very difficult moments or when I'm trying to navigate those moments, I just recall this one, one experience of that Guruji gave me, and all of this just melts away. So just want to share that with you. Radhe.